Quick question. What if someone took a DNA test and for the results, it was 100% unassigned? Because I've heard of people taking DNA tests and maybe it's like 1.5% or 0.5%, a small amount, but it says unassigned. They just really couldn't figure out where exactly that DNA is traced to. Maybe it was just too ancient, too mixed, just maybe it was of some kind of race or ethnicity that died out a long time ago and we don't really know how to acknowledge it anymore. But I have noticed and I have known people who've had unassigned on their test. So my question is, what if, because there are some people that are 100% the same thing. I know someone who took a DNA test in Israel and it showed 100% Jewish. I understand, let people love to dice that up and say, well, it's a religion, it's not. People love to do that. But my point is, no matter how arbitrary these DNA test results are, ultimately, they are tracing us back to something tangible, some sort of source, some sort of history and group of people and lineage. And I think it's interesting because in the same way that animals have gone extinct, haven't there been groups of people that have gone extinct? At least we thought they were. What if there's still pockets of people across the world that ultimately are descendants of people groups that we don't even know about because maybe there was no preserved written history about those people. And then with changing borders and all that happening, there's this pocket of people and their DNA is very much still intact. They didn't intermarry and that sort of thing. And what if one of those persons takes a DNA test and it basically says 100% unassigned? Do you think that that's possible? I mean, we can't assume that these DNA test companies have truly got a sample from all of the ethnicities that exist. There's got to be some that are not yet accounted for, right? There's got to be parts of the world that are still untouched by civilization, like DNA test, like maybe even the internet, certain farmlands somewhere in China that are just so remote that, and even though they still look like other Chinese people, maybe they're not accounted for. Maybe they would take a DNA test and wouldn't show up Chinese. Do you think that this is a possibility? I do, but man, I could be wrong. Do you think it's possible? Comments right here.